What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to be checking out a fishing rod that recently came out, and this fishing rod is called the Firework Rod, and I think it's going to be a very good fishing rod. And I have it right here, and I know it's not the greatest fishing rod in the game, but I'm telling you right now, for early game, it's really good. In order to get the Firework Rod, you have to do Dr. Glimmerfin's quest, and I believe you have to give him 3 or 4 different algaes. From the top of my head, I think it's Forsaken, Musgrove, Snowcap, and Ancient, but I think for Snowcap and Ancient, you could bring either one. So I'm pretty sure it's just 3, and when the algae spawn is pretty much random. They kind of spawn like the random events we have in the game, and I'm pretty sure only one person can get it at a time. So you see like 1 out of 1 or 2 out of 2, only 2 people could get it, or only 1 person can get it. So if I were you, I would use a fishing rod with a lot of luck. Like for example, for me, I was using the Heavens Rod, and as you can see right here, it's 225% luck. So I have a high chance of getting it every single time I went. But I did it in a private server because I was just waiting for the algae to spawn. But if you're in a public server, like I said before, you need a fishing rod with a lot of luck. You could also find the algae pretty fast by hopping servers. But if you want to, like for example, the Rod of the Eternal King, it has a luck of 160%. If you have this fishing rod, you could put Storming on it, and then just change the weather to rain and use the Storming enchantment. It'll give you 95% extra luck to your luck already. So if you use it, your fishing rod will have 255% luck. So that's going to greatly increase your chances of getting it over somebody else. But yeah, the Firework Rod, let's check it out. So I'm going to equip it and let's see what it looks like. And yeah, it pretty much looks like a firework. It has a firework at the tip right here, and it has 3 fireworks right here in the back. But these stats are pretty low. A lot of people are not going to like it. It has a alert speed of 35%, a luck of 45%, and a control of 0.15, a resilience of 15%, a max weight of 25,000 kilograms, which is actually pretty decent. I mean, the only bad thing about it is you can't catch a Megalodon with it, but you can pretty much catch everything else. So if you want, you could catch other big mythical fishes, like Colossal Squid, Spectral Serpent, and so on. But the main catch I like about this fishing rod is the description. A rod imbued with festive magic, 15% chance for firework mutation, a 3.5 times sell price, reduces whale progress speed by 20%, gives you a 0.2% whale encounter rate. So pretty much when you see the Golden Tide event, this fishing rod is going to help you find the whale faster and catch it easier. I'm not really sure about easier because looking at the resilience at 15%, you might struggle a little bit because you have to remember that whale is a minus 80% progress speed, but this one will help you by 20%, so it would be at 60%. So maybe 15% might be enough, but you never know. It is a rare fish. I guess the only drawbacks of this fishing rod is the luck. 45% is really low because if you pull hasty on it, you will get instant catch. It'll go from 35% all the way up to 90%, but I'm not really sure. It might be better to use Storming instead. I'm kind of debating on using Storming because what I could do right now is go make some money and show you guys how much you can make because the 3.5 times sell price is actually insane. So it's a Golden Tide right now. Before I use the pool, I'm gonna go enchant my fishing rod. I think I'm gonna put Storming on it because I think that luck is gonna be way better for us. I didn't even notice the Golden Tide pool spawned. I'm pretty sure the server didn't even tell me. You know what? If I get hasty first, I'm gonna use that one instead because it might just be better to use preferred bait. So I could use Truffle Worms when making money, and Truffle Worms gives you a 300% luck boost, and 300% might be enough. Actually, let me check. What is the whale's preferred bait? The whale is Shark Head. I'm pretty sure Shark Head gives you a lot. Let me see. Yeah, look, 225% luck, and that's a lot. And Truffle Worm is 300%. And I got hasty. I'm just gonna keep hasty. Let's go start fishing, and it's still there. Perfect. And I'm gonna switch boats. I'm gonna get the yellow one because with the yellow one, I could use a UI navigation. Every time I use a blue one, it interrupts me. Let's equip Shark Head and start fishing. I kind of like how you don't have to shake the fishing rod that much, but I'm pretty sure with Shark Head we get a minus 5% alert speed, so it kind of takes us longer to fish a little bit. But I think the best bait to use with this fishing rod is going to be coral, like the regular one. You know, the ones you get from the coral geodes from the Desolate Pocket? Yeah, those. Because the coral gives you a 20% alert speed and 20% resilience, so it makes catching any fish in the game way easier. So if you see right here at the bar, it has a 0.15 control bar, and I'm gonna be honest, that size is actually kind of nice. It's not the biggest one, but it isn't that small either, so catching the whale shouldn't be that hard. No, it disappeared. Alright, so getting that whale is actually way more rare than I thought. But did I get any of the new mutation? Let me see. And I did. I got a quality bait crate with firework on it. Yo, look at this. It is a firework. Hey, you know what? That looks kind of cool actually. Let me go see more. Let's type in firework, and I got a yellowfin tuna. Wow, this is actually pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. But now real quick, I'm gonna sell everything I got because yesterday I went fishing and I made some decent amount of money. And just to make sure I don't lie, let me fix this. Let me turn off exotic and mythical because sometimes you'll sell stuff to the merchant and it won't give you money back, and that's like the worst thing ever. So now mythical and exotic on. Yeah, I'm not really sure why it does that, but bro, I lost so much money. Like I'm pretty sure one time I lost like $2 to $3 million from fishing, and I think that's everything, right? Let me see. Yeah, that's everything. So I think right now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the cryogenic canal, but before I go, I'm gonna go buy Merlin's luck and some more truffle worms. I'm just gonna buy like an hour at a time, like an hour and 10 minutes. Yes, deal. Take my money, Merlin. All right, so we got the hour. We should be ready now. Let me change it to a foggy night too. I'm gonna be honest, honest, the worst weather for me is going to be rainy, because sometimes I can't even see anything, but the next time you see me, I'm going to be on top of the mountain. I'm pretty sure my tank lasts like 15 minutes or 20 minutes, something like that. And now we got to go to the spa and make some money. And I'm pretty sure the cryogenic canal is still the best way to make money in the game. Money and XP. So hopefully I get a lot of that firework mutation. Let me look at the best trade real quick, just so you guys can see. I want to show you guys. So we go to permanent fish, cryogenic canal, aurora trout, and glacial sturgeon, truffle worms. Okay, I'm going to be honest, the firework rod made way more money than I expected. So on average with the firework rod, you can make $362,000 an hour. Yeah, you heard that right, $362,000. And that is a lot of money for a free fishing rod. I mean, yeah, getting the algae could be kind of annoying and kind of long, but I'm telling you right now, it is 100% worth it. And one more thing, at the same time, I'm going to be honest, the firework mutation did not trigger that much for me. I believe you have a 15 to 20% chance to get the mutation, but I barely got it. But if you get the mutation, you're going to make way more money than I did. So it pretty much depends how lucky you are. I have a feeling with the storming enchantment, you can make way more money, because in my opinion, for this fishing rod, that luck helps you more than lure speed. So if you get storming, don't be afraid to use it, because you could make way more money. I actually went back to try to spawn the golden tide pool, but I'm gonna be honest, the well didn't even appear for me. I went to like 3 different pools and nothing happened. And then on the 4th one, I used my heavens rod and got it instantly. So it might be better to use an endgame rod to get the whale, because most endgame rods have 150% luck or more. So that is way more than the firework rod. Yeah, it does have some benefits when catching it, but it's not really that good. But if you are a low level player, don't be afraid to use the firework rod for the whale, because if you have more patience, you will catch it eventually. Now that I think about it, I forgot to mention, if you are a new player, you're not going to be able to afford enchant relics. So if you want to get the firework rod and use it, don't worry about the enchantments. And even without an enchantment like hasty or stormy, you could make a decent amount of money. So if you somehow get to the cryogenic canal, you still can make over $200,000 an hour. But if you don't think you can make it, you could go to the depths and fish there instead. You are going to make way less money, but you're going to make enough to make more money for another rod. If I were to guess, you'd probably make over 100k an hour over there. But also, you have to remember the firework rod is free. And to be honest, another thing I like about the fishing rod is the mutation. That firework mutation is actually one of the best ones in the game in my opinion. But even though I said as a beginner, don't worry about the enchantments with the firework rod, it doesn't mean it's useless. For a low level player, it's a really good fishing rod to use at the golden tide. And remember, at the golden tide, there's no competition. So just because somebody else caught the whale, it doesn't mean you can't. Multiple people could catch the whale, so if you want, take the firework rod over there and take your time. And also, if you want, you could sell the stuff you get from the golden tide and buy enchant relics. And while the event is going on, you could go back to the golden tide with a better enchantment. And remember, you gotta buy the enchant relics from Merlin. Merlin's house is located in Sunstone Island, so don't forget that. They do cost $11,000 each, so they could be pretty expensive. But as long as you manage your budget, you should be okay. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got for today. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.